Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome for those of you who are new to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today in today's video. I'm really excited that you are here and watching this video. So if you haven't done so already, definitely subscribe to my channel. You can see all of my future uploads. And today we're just going to be doing a casual chit chat, kind of get ready with me. So, definitely very chatty. So I can't wait to go ahead and dive in. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So yeah, today I feel like I just wanted to do a more like casual get ready with me. Not like a tutorial or anything like that. I just kind of just wanted to relax, do my makeup with you guys, and just kind of chat along the way. All right, so let's jump into my primer. So I'm going to be using the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer, one of my favorites. So yeah, I just really thought that it would be nice to just kind of do a more casual, like get ready with me kind of thing. So that is definitely something that I have been wanting to do for a little bit, but I just haven't had the time and everything's just been crazy. Honestly, I can't believe it's April, guys. Like, it's already April. This is crazy. I feel like it's just, this year has like flown by. And like a year ago was when we were like in full lockdown mode. Everyone was home, nothing was opening, so it was just, it was just crazy. But looking at now from where we were a year ago, it's definitely been getting better. So hopefully it's just gonna keep getting better. That's really all anyone can hope for. And then for my foundation, I'm going to go in with the True Skin Hydrating Foundation from Catrice. I really have been liking this a lot. It's definitely on the medium coverage side, but it's like true skin, really feels like skin, very hydrating, so I have been really liking this. And then I'm going to use my Kabuki brush from Pure Barbie. So 1 year ago, we were like full lockdown mode. Everyone thought that like, oh, it's just going to be a few weeks and we're going to be fine. No, it obviously wasn't that way. And it just caused like so much like stress and anxiety, and it was just, it was just a nightmare. And obviously, like everybody knows, like everyone went through the same thing. But honestly, like I have always been a pretty anxious person. Like I've just kind of suffered from anxiety, most of my adult life. So during quarantine, it just felt like it was just so much worse. And I'm sure a lot of people felt the same way, just because it was a nerve-wracking time. It was like no one knew what was going on. People didn't know like what was going to happen within the next week even. So it was definitely nerve-wracking, and I tried my best to do things that would kind of lessen my anxiety, and like makeup is definitely something that I've always liked to do. So I've always found it like really relaxing getting ready and doing my makeup. Like obviously when I'm not like, rushing and getting like needing to get out the door, but it's like I really love to just sit and do my makeup and get ready and like enjoy what I'm using, enjoy my products. So that really honestly helped me a lot during quarantine. So I remember like, obviously there was nowhere to go. We couldn't do anything. So I would just literally do my makeup, like a full face of makeup, nowhere to go, absolutely nowhere to go. But, it made me happy, and it made me less anxious when I was doing it, and it just made me feel better. Like obviously I didn't do it every day because there was nowhere to go, but like some days, especially like Fridays, I'm like, oh, it's a Friday. I know there's nowhere to go, but like I just want to feel good, So yeah, it was definitely a saving grace for me, like doing my makeup and stuff. And then that's kind of how I really started to do my YouTube channel. So I watched a lot of people doing YouTube during that time because there was really nothing else to do. And like, you get so sick of like Netflix and movies and shows. And so I'm like, I just need something new, I need something fresh. So I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, specifically like beauty and makeup YouTube videos. Really like inspired me to start my own, which I did, and I'm very happy that I did. It's been like really fun. So yeah, I've just like really been enjoying it. So definitely something that I was a little nervous about at first, because I'm like, oh, like no one's gonna watch me and blah blah blah. But honestly, it's just been fun for me. It's like definitely more relaxing for me. It's like kind of like, put my mind somewhere else for an hour. So it's really just been awesome, and I really hope that you guys have been enjoying it. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito Concealer. This has also been really nice, and it is like really full coverage. And I don't know why, but I haven't really been getting the best sleep lately. So I feel like I need a little bit more coverage than normal today, because I've been waking up at like 3, 4 in the morning and just like haven't been able to fall back asleep. And that's usually like really unusual for me because I'm usually a really good sleeper. But lately I just have not been. So yeah, I just like haven't been getting the best sleep. I mean, I have been a little bit more stressed than usual lately because I am getting married in September, which is so much fun. It's so exciting. It's definitely like an exciting kind of stress. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense, but if anyone knows about that, like it's definitely a thing. So, planning a wedding is stressful enough as it is because there's just so many things to think about and consider, and there's just so many options for everything, and there's like the colors and the theme and it's just literally so overwhelming sometimes. But it was even worse because of COVID. So I was originally supposed to get married in October of 2020, and clearly that did not work out as planned. So, at the time we rescheduled the wedding, and I think it was July, like June or July of 2020. And, it was like almost time for our wedding in October. And, we were looking at kind of the coverage and like what was going on in the world and, in the United States and what we could have, what we could do for our wedding. So we decided to change it because it just wasn't going to be the wedding that we had envisioned and the wedding that we wanted. So we decided to move it to April of 2021. So that's now. Things are definitely better now, absolutely. Now we can have a dance floor, we can have a bar, we can have the things that we did want, but I think that I'm just going to feel a little bit more comfortable in September because people will be more vaccinated and people will be more comfortable. I'm really, 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 really praying that we don't need to wear masks at that point, but if we do, it is what it is. Like, we've been used to it now, so that's fine, but at least we'll be able to have the dance floor and the bar and the cocktail hour and stuff like that, because at first like we weren't able to have those things. So I'm like, I definitely don't want to have a wedding that I can't dance at, or people can't get up and like walk around and talk to people. So I'm like, we definitely need to change that. So we did, unfortunately. And the closer that it got to April, I was thinking, it's just not going to be great because, people maybe still don't feel as comfortable. And like, I think people will definitely feel a little bit more comfortable come September. At least I'm hoping. I've been trying to like deal with that, and it's just been like so stressful. And, now that it feels like September is gonna happen, now it's like, okay, go time. So I'm just gonna prime the lids with the Urban Decay primer potion. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead in with my brows. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. So we got engaged July of 2018. Oh my gosh, it feels like so long ago now. But yeah, so we got engaged of July 2018. And originally I wanted to have our wedding October of 2019. I mean, I always knew that I wanted a fall wedding, and like that's just what I wanted, and I love October, so I thought that that would be perfect. The more that we thought about it, I'm like, honestly, like I know that we want to get married, but it's like no rush, and I want to have the wedding that we really want. So let's wait another year and just like really plan and save as much money as possible and all that good stuff. And then we decided to make it for October of 2020. So I honestly, like, I have been prepared to get engaged for a while. So my fiance and I have been together for 11 years. Yeah, so at the time we got engaged, we were together for 7 or 8, something like that. I don't know. Time is like all over the place now. We just decided like, let's do October 2020. It was like a perfect date. Like we thought it was like really, it's going to be really nice. It obviously didn't happen just because of what was going on. So I honestly like knew what I wanted. I knew my colors. I knew like everything before we even got engaged. I know that's a little psycho, so don't come at me with that. But yeah, no, I was just like really, really prepared. It was just like I did like so much research. Like we had our wedding venue booked within a month, I think, of getting engaged. It was, I think, the second venue that we saw. and we just fell in love with it. So I'm like, yeah, this is it. Like, this is where it needs to be. I had scheduled appointments with other venues to see them, and I just canceled it because I'm like, no, this is literally the best venue, and we fell in love with it. So I'm like, I don't want to see anymore. So everything that I did, I just did so quickly because I knew exactly what I wanted. And, you know, Jim, my fiance Jim, like also, you know, really liked what I picked, and he picked some things. So it was just like really easy. Granted, like wedding planning is never like that easy. So, you know, just brace yourself, future brides and grooms. So for eyes, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Natural Lust palette. I love this palette. It's just so pretty. Like, this is always like kind of one of my go-tos just because you can do so many looks with it. And you can do a lot of like warm neutrals with it. So for today, I have some like errands to do later, so I think it'll be just really nice to just do like a daytime look with it. So that's what I'm going to do. I always go towards this palette because I love Too Faced formulas for eyeshadows, so I'm like always using it and I love it. So yeah, I had like everything booked, I had everything planned, all of my vendors, like everything was just like, you know, kind of ready to go, and then, you know, that happened. So we just obviously put a hold on planning and doing anything, but luckily all of the vendors, our venue that we booked, was everything was like very easy to switch. They were all very accommodating, which was awesome. And like they had our new date available, like all our vendors. We didn't have to switch anyone, and we didn't have to switch locations for anything. So it all just like ran very, very smoothly, which I'm definitely grateful for, because I have heard horror stories about brides and grooms that don't get their money back or don't get refunded, don't get their deposit. It's been a nightmare for people, and I really feel for everyone. It really sucked. So yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't want to push it off any further, just because something this big, like this big event, is like weighing on you for almost 3 years. And it's like, yeah, I want to get married, I want to marry my fiance, like that's obviously the most important part, but I kind of just want it to be here, you know, so we don't have to think about it anymore. We don't have to plan anything anymore. Just because it's a lot. Like it's definitely stressful. There's just so much to think about, and it's like, did you pick your napkins? Did you pick your tablecloths? Did you pick your registry? It's like, oh my gosh, like give me a break. So yeah, any like brides that have gone through the same thing, I'm totally with you. I feel you on it. It's been a struggle, but I'm hoping that you know, are going to have the wedding that you have dreamed of. And I've seen a lot of people that have like gotten married in the backyard or with just like a small amount of people, and it's been beautiful. So the most important thing is just marrying the person that you love and being with them. It has been a little bit difficult because I do have family overseas. So I have family in Italy that is planning on attending my wedding. It's been really difficult because it's like, yeah, who knows if they can come? Like no one really knows still. So I'm hoping, I'm like praying. And then I think my bachelorette party will be sometime in August. So that's going to be really exciting. It definitely is a lot harder to plan around that stuff because of COVID now. So it's just like, you know, where can you go and how many people can you have and, you know, stuff like that. So definitely hard on my bridesmaids and maid of honor, so sorry, but it'll all be really, really worth it in the end. We're trying to think of where to go after the wedding. We did have a honeymoon planned, booked, half booked, for Italy, and obviously we had to cancel that, and I don't think that I feel comfortable going again in the fall, so I want to wait and see like kind of how everything is. So I think maybe we'll do our big Italy trip next year, because I think by next summer, like it'll be, at least I'm praying that's going to be better. So I'm like hoping that it's just going to be better, and like things I feel like will be more open, because there are some areas in Italy right now that are not open. So, you know, I feel like if we do wait for next summer, then we can really like enjoy it more. So we're just thinking of somewhere to go now, or after the wedding in September for like, you know, like a week or like 5 days or something like that. So we actually are thinking of going to Vegas. And we've been to Vegas before. So our first time in Vegas was like 5 or 6 years ago, something like that. And it was like the typical like first time in Vegas, like you hit up every casino, every bar, every club, every hotel. So we just really wanted to like see everything. But now this time I feel like I want it to be a little bit more relaxing because it's going to be like our mini honeymoon. I want to just like sit by a pool, have a drink next to me, read a book, and like just relax. So that's definitely what I want to do if we do go. So if anyone has any recommendations of like where to stay, what to do while you're there, just let me know, because I definitely want it to be like a more chill during the day and then go out at night, have like a nice dinner, grab some drinks, you know, maybe see a show if we can. So yeah, obviously like I'm really excited for the wedding itself, but I'm also like really excited for the festivities that come along with it, like the bachelorette party and the bridal shower and like all that fun stuff. So I'm just really, really excited for all of that. And it's like, you know, it's going to be so much fun. I have a really awesome group of bridesmaids and all my girls. I love them. So yeah, it's just going to be a lot of fun. And I have been like thinking about possibly doing my own makeup for my wedding. And the reason why I'm a little hesitant on it is because, you know, the morning of my wedding, I feel like I'm going to be wanting to just kind of like lay back, stress free. I don't want to think about it. I just want everything like done for me, you know, and everything like that. But I'm also a little picky on what I like for my makeup. So, and I know I shouldn't be, but that's just how I am. So I did get a trial done and I wasn't the most thrilled. I'm just going to tightline with the Joa Make Her Jealous liner. I have been loving this. This is really nice. I'm the type of person that doesn't have the heart to be like, oh, I don't really like it very much, but I know I should because it's going to be my day and my wedding and all that good stuff. So I do have a trial with the same person soon. So I'm hoping that I can just give her a little bit more of a direction, because at first it was actually partially my fault, because at first I didn't really have like any kind of direction of what I wanted. So I think now that like now I know a little bit more of what I want, I can give her a picture and like she can go off of that. So I'm hoping that that will be a little better, but she is a super talented makeup artist. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop BFF liquid liner, and I'm just going to kind of line the eyes a little bit. And I have been loving this. This is like one of my favorite, just all over black liners. So now I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Gel Cream Liner in Exit. I love this. I use it all the time. Just to add a little bit of a pop to the eyes. So I put that right on my waterline. If you haven't tried ColourPop's gel liners, then you really need to, because they are amazing. Like they stay put all day, especially in the waterline. Like it's such a tough area to like really have products stay. But honestly, the ColourPop has been killing it with these, and I have a lot of different colors in them, so I do love them very much. So I was going to do lashes today, but I think I'm just going to do some mascara. This is the Tarte Maneater mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras. It is obviously a more high-end mascara, and you could definitely get a cheaper one at the drugstore or just a more affordable one, but I do like to use this from time to time just because, you know, I have it and I want to use it. It just gives me like a really good volume to my lashes, so I do love it. So yeah, I have been trying to like mix up my content lately, so if you guys are interested in anything specific, let me know. I can definitely do that. I do have some good videos coming out soon that I'm very excited to upload and for you guys to see, so I'm hoping that you do like those. But yeah, I have so much fun doing this. I think that it's just a lot of fun, and especially like, you know, when the like beauty community gets together and they kind of just like cheer each other on. Like I just think it's like awesome. I have an Instagram, and I've like met so many awesome people who are also like really into makeup and beauty, so it's been really fun. So yeah, definitely visit my Instagram. It's Rossella's Beauty. All right, so let's jump right into bronzer. So I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Matte Minoy bronzer. Loving this lately. It's just been amazing. And these are actually the new brushes from the Limoncello ColourPop collection, which I also have been loving. I actually have never tried ColourPop's brushes before, so when the limoncello collection came out, I was like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. And I think there was 5 or 6 brushes in the set, so it's a pretty good size set for like an everyday eye look and face look. And I swear, like, I really don't have a lot of high-end bronzers, just because I feel like bronzers are an area where you really don't need to spend that much money on a bronzer. I mean, that's just me. I feel like this works just as well as a high-end bronzer would. Sometimes better, actually. And I'm definitely more of like an affordable drugstore kind of gal. I definitely like to use more like affordable makeup when doing looks, and I use them every day anyways, so there are some products that I will definitely splurge on more than others. Sometimes like an eyeshadow palette, if it's like screaming to me and it's a little bit more on the higher end side, I will get, but for the most part I use a lot of drugstore and affordable products. I'm just going to go in really quickly with my blush. So this is the ColourPop blush stick. This is from the Limoncello collection as well, and this is in the shade Picnic Time, and I have been loving this. I think it's so pretty. Like, it's such a beautiful shade. I just like to put it like right here, make a few like dots. It's actually pretty pigmented for a blush stick, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out after with a brush, which actually does a really good job. And I love the fact that people are using blush a lot more lately. So I know that like a while ago, like blush like really wasn't like in. I feel like a lot of people like did more like contouring and bronzing, but now it's like people are loving the blush, and I love it. I've always used blush, so for me it's just like even better. Now it's like you see more looks with like just a full blushed cheek, and I think it's so pretty, especially for spring. I think it looks beautiful. All right, I'm just going to quickly go in with a highlight. So this is the Catrice More Than Glow highlighter in Supreme Rose Bean. This is a beautiful highlight, very affordable. I have been loving Catrice's makeup products. I think that they do a really beautiful job. I actually just purchased I think it's Catrice and Essence like teamed up together to do a Disney collab, and they look so awesome. So it's Villains vs Princesses, and I am a huge Disney fan, so especially when I was younger, I used to watch all the princesses and all the movies. So my favorite princess, my all-time favorite princess is Snow White, and they had a Snow White palette, so I'm like, I have to get it. So as soon as it launched, I went on the website and I got it. It has a beautiful color scheme, so I can't wait for that to come in. And then they also had Aurora and Ariel for the princesses, and then they had the Villains palette, which was Maleficent, Ursula, and the Evil Queen, and it just looked so stunning and so cute. So I can't wait for that to come in, and I'll definitely be doing a review on that, so stay tuned. So I'm just going to go in with my lippy. So this is the ColourPop lippy stick, and it is in Brink, and I've been loving this too. What really upsets me about wearing masks, I mean, obviously the fact that you have to wear a mask the whole time, but I just like, I have so many pretty lipsticks, and I'm like, I can't ever like have people see them because I have to wear a mask. So, I'll put on like a lipstick and then, I'll snap a few like cute pictures or something, but it's like you can't wear it out because people don't see your lips. But I'm like, I can't wait until we don't have to wear masks anymore. And ColourPop lippy sticks are the best. They're so nice. The formula is beautiful. It's like nice and creamy, and it doesn't feel like super matte on the lips. It doesn't feel cakey or like it's like gonna flake off. So it's just, I love them. All right, and then I'm gonna go over it with this ColourPop Luxe lip gloss, and this is in the shade Gelato. This is from the Limoncello collection as well. I just loved the collection as a whole. I thought it was so pretty. ColourPop kills it every time. There are some collections recently though that I'm like, no, not my taste. But that's okay. They're still beautiful products and it's a beautiful collection, but it's just like not me. And ColourPop literally comes out with a new collection, I feel like every other week, if not every week. So it's like so hard to keep up with everything new that they have because it's just so much. I'm like, Oh my gosh, like calm down. I can't keep up with you guys. So yeah, I love those two together. I think it's really, really pretty. All right, so I'm just gonna set with the Catrice Illuminating Prime and Find Dewy Glow Spray. I've been loving this. I think it's so, so nice. It really does leave a nice dewy glowiness to your skin. And I love the spritzer. It's like so nice. It's like a fine mist. I hate the ones that like just squirt out at you, but this one's really nice and it smells beautiful. All right, everyone, so that is it. That's my finished look. So yeah, this is like more of a typical look that I would do. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was definitely more of like relax, chat with me, get ready with me. It was just, you know, something that I have been wanting to do. Yeah, let me know if you liked this style video. I could definitely do more, but I definitely just wanted something a little bit more relaxed and chill. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Thanks so much. Bye.